When your employees break stuff at a customer's house, do they pay for it, or as the owner of the company, do you pay for it? We're going to talk about that today. Hi there, I'm Angela Brown, and this is Ask a House Cleaner. This is a show where you get to ask a house cleaning question, and I get to help you find an answer. Now, today's show is brought to us by mycleaningconnection.com, and on there there's a bunch of resources on how to manage and handle your employees and your independent contractors. So check it out, mycleaningconnection.com. Now on to today's session, which is from a house cleaner who has this question.
Hello, my name is Andrea, and I'm asking, how do you handle a cleaner, as I have taken them on myself, so there's no agencies involved. I am the agent, and I keep finding that the cleaners or domestic helpers I take, they keep breaking things. What's the best solution? Should I ask them to pay?
Alrighty, so when an employee breaks something, do they pay for it or do you pay for it? All right, first and foremost, the key word is employee. If the employee breaks something, as the boss and the owner of the company, yes, you pay for it. You are insured and you're bonded, and so if somebody in your company breaks or steals something, you are on the hook and you are responsible. Now, trusted, it's always an accident. Nobody goes into anyone's house and purposely breaks stuff. Those are not the people that we hire. We hire people who go in there to make your lives better, not to come in and break your stuff. But breaking stuff happens. It happens in every business. It happens to every house cleaner. And believe it or not, it happens usually on a monthly cycle. So there's one day of the month when you're super clumsy and you drop stuff or you bump into stuff or you feel bigger than you normally are and you didn't see something was there and it goes shattering to the floor and whatever. It happens to every house cleaner. So stuff breaks. Now on the initial walkthrough, you can cover that with a customer by saying, hey, we break stuff. Not intentional, but we break stuff by lifting and moving things and dusting under them. We get to move thousands of things a day. On occasion, we break something. Now, I will always tell you when I break something, so there will never be a surprise. I will always let you know, and I will always pay for it. So right up front, that's covered. Now, if it's your employee that breaks something, it's going to be an accident, but they need to tell you as well. And it needs to be okay for your employee to break stuff. Because if they're hiding it, and if they don't tell the customer, and if they don't tell you, that's when you have real problems. Because now you go into reputation management and damage control mode, which is much more significant than just replacing the broken item. So breaking items, yeah, it's common, it happens to everybody, and it will happen to your employees. Now, if you have an independent contractor, the rules are a little bit different. The independent contractor is basically running a business by themselves, and they're using you almost as an agent. So you're sending them out on jobs, and yes, they are representing your company, but they are paying for their own everything, their own clothing, their own transportation, their own cleaning supplies, their own stuff. And they're insured by themselves and they're bonded and all those things by themselves. That does not go through your company. And because you're hiring an independent contractor, they are responsible for the things that they break. So if they break something on the job, they need to replace that with their own insurance, not yours, because they do not work for your company. And so you need to make that very clear, and you need to explain that to them when they come on board with your company. Hey, you're responsible for everything, including the things that you break. But if it is your employee and they are under your roof and under your management, then yes, as the owner of the company, you are responsible. Now, my suggestion to you is don't make your employees feel bad. If they break something, they already feel bad enough. I've never met a house cleaner that was like, hey, I broke something. I'm so proud of myself. No, they're like, oh my goodness, I feel so horrible, because they've become close to the customers. The customers mean something to them. They value their customers and they value their customers' items. So they're taking care. They're providing a service. They're making their lives better. They're not damaging things on purpose. This is not what they do. And every house cleaner I've ever met just feels horrible. So don't have them come back to your office and then you make them feel more horrible. There's no joy in that. So if somebody comes to you and they say, I broke something, hey, it happens. It's okay. How much was it? What was it? Let's take care of it immediately. And then it's your responsibility as the owner to be diplomatic and kind. Contact the owner if need be, if that hasn't already been done, and make arrangements to replace or repair the item. So that is how that works. So it's unfortunate. I mean, I hate it that we break stuff, but we do. We're human. We're not robots. And even robots break stuff. But we're human and we're going to make mistakes. So let the mistakes okay. Alrighty, that's my 2 cents for today, and until we meet again, leave the world a cleaner place than when you found it.